In a shocking turn of events, I got a new pair of skates. This time it's the Them 909's. It's the base Them shell with the 901 frames and the 901 Soulplates. It also came with wheels and anti-rockers. It's urethane anti-rockers and the Them street wheels. And let me tell you what, the street wheels were absolutely done by the end of the session. But, you know, stock wheels, it's whatever. I expected that. But a lot of people have been asking me over the last, like, almost 2 years, I guess a year and a half now, why I haven't tried Dems.
That's the fastest slide I've ever felt.
And it was simply because I didn't think they were going to fit. But after remeasuring my foot, apparently I'm 262 millimeters Mondo. And I've been skating shells that are way too big this whole time. Because I mismeasured my foot. But I saw this shell for sale on the Dem website when I was searching for Intuition premium liners. It was only $400. And you guys know that Intuition premium liners are usually $220, and they actually just went up. If you get them on the Intuition premium website, they're like $260. But I ended up with a new complete, and as you can see, these Soulplates are lightning fast. I haven't actually waxed the rail at all. I only waxed up the thing next to it, like the raw cement, because that really sucks the wheel bite on, and you will see me eating it quite a bit today because of that. But it almost made me have to change how I did my tricks. I found my feet kind of sliding out in front of me. It's probably because this obstacle is so low to the ground, which is something that is very uncomfortable for me now.
We got it.
Now that I'm starting to like get into the correct position for my grinds, I find it very difficult to get into that position on such a low object like this. I'm going back to standing up and everything, as you can see in my back unity and my soles. Right there, I tried to get a little bit lower, but even that's not much. But man, it is so punishing.
3 more tries, then we're moving on.
Obstacles like this are really easy to do tricks on, but when you mess something up, it goes bad quickly. So you just have to have confidence and get on top of it right away. So, in terms of my fit, it's incredible. The only thing I did was actually put my already broken in Intuition Premium liner because I didn't feel like breaking them in. I wanted to feel what the entire skate felt like with a pre-broken in Intuition Premium because that takes so long. And man, it felt like a really tight glove. When I first put them on and I was like just skating around, I was like, uh-oh, this is going to be too tight. But very quickly, you can literally feel the plastic just kind of expanding around your foot. I would compare the softness of the shell to the standard Omni V2. It's very, very soft. You can, with one finger, push in the shell.
I don't really have a groove yet, and switch ups feel a lot better when I have my grooves. So let's do some royales and some topside tricks.
Like I was saying, you can push into the shell and make an indent on it very easily with your finger. That's how soft it is.
I hate doing royales on this because my front wheel just wants to touch down.
But the sole plate and the frames themselves are very, very hard. Like noticeably harder.
2 more tries, and then we're gonna go to the flat ledge with this.
Than just about everything else I have. They kind of feel like the Super Fluid frames.
Alright, here it is.
They have that hard like thud. But it felt really good. My feet felt amazing. The way that the boot kind of hugs my foot, I don't have to tighten anything a lot. And since the plastic is very, very like soft, it like molds itself around my foot.
I'm better than this.
All I gotta do is tie my foot up pretty good, but leave the front couple laces loose, and then the whole shell just expands around it.
Remember to use my arm. Taking the one I got, but I'm skating that
This is probably annoying. I'm like talking and giving you a different narrative for the commentary as it's going on in the video, but for my ADHD brain somehow it's working. Some kids showed up and they wanted to be in the video, so I let them be in the video. It's always fun. This was a bad camera angle though. Going into the sun is always rough. And every bail is just so much worse than it needs to be. In one of these attempts, I lost my cuff bolt. It might have been that one. So now my cuff is like super loose, but we got one through there. And this is a trick that's been very difficult for me to get on anything low. On the taller coping boxes and taller ledges, it seems to slot itself right in, but we did it somehow without the cuff bolt. But I found it on the ground, put it back in, gave it a nice tighten, and we got back after it. I did notice there was some kind of noise in my wheel, but it's just crappy stock bearings and stock wheels, so whatever.
Honestly, I think I've gotten to the point where I skate much worse if the obstacle is short. Just it being so low to the ground, it's not fun. Realistically, I probably should have just went straight to my coping box today, but I wanted to skate a street spot. Today is a Saturday and the street spot is at a playground, so it's absolutely swarmed with kids. And I should have known that. And this thing is only like 15 minutes away, so decided to throw an audible in this direction. I'm gonna leave my actual thoughts about this skate to the commentary that I'm doing over the top of my skating, which you guys just listened to. But man, these boots have like the perfect amount of flex, which is a shit ton of flex. And I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot more different boots are gonna start being comfortable for me now that I know my correct size. And these frames are sick. Once they get fully worn in, I think I'm gonna really like them. Because right now I'm just kind of missing that lock-in point when I'm in back unities, where the like edges of the groove are right now. When those edges of the groove get worn down against the Antirocker, so it's like one consistent line from the edge of the groove into the Antirocker, then it's perfect. But I might actually just throw on my Kizer Fluid 4s next session, because those are my favorite frames and I have multiple pairs of them, so I might as well use them. And they should pair up perfectly with this boot. With that being said, I think I want to do a Farv to Sole, and then we call it there.
What I said there was that last switch top acid was boltless, but that doesn't matter because I lost all my confidence completely, and I do not think I get a Farv to back sole. It's just I'm just not committing at all. I'm not getting sideways on it like I was earlier. I did get some nice Farvs, but my confidence slowly got stolen from me with each bail. And that one didn't seem that bad, but I ended up with a massive egg on my elbow. I wanted to keep skating here, but I could literally feel it swelling up. Like, I've never had anything swell up this quickly before. I put my hand on my elbow. I started to get like kind of woozy a little bit. So I was like, uh-oh, this might be worse than I thought. And I decided that I was going to call it there. That was my like kind of fake first impressions. You guys know I like to do my real first impressions on the second session. And I'm glad I do that because my first session on every skate tends to be like this. Something goes wrong. Today I wanted to skate a street spot and I pulled up to skate a street spot and it's at a playground and this was a Saturday, so it was swarmed with kids and I should have known better. And instead of going to another street spot or a park with a taller ledge, I went to the closest one, which is this one, and got myself broken off multiple times. But I am so happy to have something that fits. I love these skates. That being said, we'll talk about that more next time. Peace.